Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey, you guys, welcome back to my channel, SunshinehazeCo. I am Aja A. As you see tarot cards on your screen, you know it's time for a new moon reading. This time around it is the Leo lunar cycle, so we're looking at the month of August. This video is for the Pisces, my water sisters and brothers, Pisces sun, Pisces moon, and Pisces rising. Before I get started, if you feel like what I'm saying in the video isn't resonating with you, go on and check out your moon and or rising sign, which I do have links down below in the description box. I've got the typical 4 cards here looking at the energy coming in for you, or that you guys need to be tapping into, any challenges or obstacles that you might be facing. And because we're dealing with Leo energy, looking at where you need to show up and show out, devote a little bit of fire during the month of August. And then as always, a quick soul message for you, something extra to take away with you from this spread for this month. Okay, so let's go on and just get started. All right, first card that I have coming up in your spread is in the position of the energy coming in for you, the energy that you need to be tapping into. And you've got the healer, which is 32 in this deck. And I want to talk about the numerology a little bit first. You've got 32 here. So the energy coming in for you is 3, which is noticing the changes you want to see, or seeing the future, envisioning what you want to see, understanding the foundations that you want to lay. And 2 is all about harmony and balance and peace and bringing things together. So you've got this vision, and then you've also got this energy of actually bringing it into alignment. 32 breaks down into 5, which is the number of change. And now this is associated with the healer energy. So I think for you Pisces, 1, very literal, this may be a month where a lot of people are just turning to you, and you were just really kind of giving them this healing energy. You guys are water. This is not a compatible lunar cycle for you being fire, so people's emotions are going to be on edge, or kind of intense. I don't want to say on edge like water, but they're going to be intense, and they may be looking to you for that calming water healing energy. Now, on another note, this healer card coming up here, Pisces, I think especially with all this change coming in for you, coming in for everybody, but specifically for you, we just came off of, the eclipses, so we're dealing with a lot of change. We're coming out of a retrograde and getting ready to end another one. So there's a lot of things shifting. Things are getting ready to start changing for us. I think it's important for you Pisces during this time to really be thinking about what energies you're still carrying around that do not serve you, what energies are causing or weighing you down, what energies are, just not meant for you to be tapped into anymore. And some of those things are going to be things that you're going to need to work through, or that you're going to need to acknowledge, and then you're going to need to heal from it. And I think coming up for you in this month, Pisces, especially because we're dealing with fire, which is action, and Leo is also fixed, which is all about making the moves. I think for you Pisces, this is going to be the month where you are either realizing these things or actually working through them, okay? And with that being said, and with all this emotional energy going on in the cosmos, just try to keep yourself at bay. just try. I know it's easier said than done. Okay. The next card that I have coming up for you in this spread is in the position of the crossing energy. And you've got the knowledge card here. And this is the card that is the number 9 in this deck, right? 9 is all about ending cycles, change, ascension from one energy into a more positive space and place, right? This is your crossing energy. We're talking about healing and coming into new shifts and new cycles, right? But then you've got the knowledge card attached to this number 9. Pisces, this card popping up here in this position is telling me that some of you guys may be a little lost in the sauce, lost in your water, like you can get sometimes, and maybe don't actually have a good grip on what it is that needs to be healed or what it is that needs to be changed. And you are just resonating in your water and kind of just going with the flow. And that is actually completely okay, because with this Leo energy, there's also the energy of passion in your heart being pulled towards certain things and certain energies and certain places and people, right? But this is coming up in the crossing position. So this is telling you that you might also be a little bit confused about what you still need to hold on to and what you need to let go of. What I have been saying, and I think it was the last 3 spreads that I did, it is very, very important for you guys to understand that you can't make any changes without having a clear idea of what needs to be changed and how it needs to be changed. So for you Pisces, you have to tackle things one thing at a time. That's what I was saying in the other spread. Tackle things one at a time. Can I get it out? Spit it out, girl. Whatever is weighing you down, and I feel like they'll be popping up for you, especially with us coming off of a retrograde and getting ready to end another one. These things will be very clear for you. The process in which you need to work for them may not be, though, and that is where you kind of need to then go into your water and say, okay, I need to see what I feel needs to be fixed and how I feel it needs to be fixed, and then I need to devote energy into doing so. And then also, Pisces, devote a little bit of energy into thinking about these experiences that have given you these energies that are weighing you down. So whatever, like I said, tackle them one at a time. You may have to revisit some places and some thoughts and, you know, think about some history, but you have to do this in order to figure shit out, in order to clear things out and heal things up so you can get into your next chapter, because that is what's coming in for you with that 32 energy and with that 9 energy there. All right. The next card that I have popping up for you Pisces is in the position of where you need to show up and show out, and you've got the Queen of Air. And so the Queen of Air is a card, this card resonates with this energy of kind of just knowing, and not knowing in the sense of feeling, but having done the research, having done the work, having figured the shit out and knowing how things are supposed to go, and then devoting that queen energy, that nurturing, the feminine energy into, okay, I figured it all out, so I know what to do, and this is how I'm going to do it because this is how I feel it needs to be done, right? So that's what you need to put your energy into. So Pisces, once you figure out what it is that needs to be figured out in regards to your healing, like I said, you're going to know, you'll eventually understand, you're going to turn this knowledge card into an upright position, right? Once you figure all that shit out, you're going to come into this position of, okay, now that I know what needs to be done, I'm doing it. And that's because this is in the Leo position. This is in the position of where you need to devote a little bit of fire energy. So once you have your knowledge, once you figure it all out, then you need to start making the changes, start making it all happen, and start healing yourself from whatever has transpired over these past couple of years. And it's important, and I say this in a lot of my videos, you can't carry old baggage into new chapters. You maybe could take the bag, because you pick up baggage everywhere, but like it doesn't make sense to carry some baggage from something from 3 years ago into something now that doesn't have anything to do with that. You know what I'm saying? So Pisces, release what needs to be released. Oops, that's not how that goes. Release what needs to be released, and you'll also find that once you start to release certain energies, especially with Saturn being in Capricorn, crumbling foundation to make space for new pillars. Once you start clearing out energy, you'll have space to bring in the energy that you need to come into. Okay. All right. Last water break. And the last card in your spread, you got Aqua popping up here, and you got some master number energy popping up here too. So very powerful message coming in for you, and this is to experience peace and calm. So this is telling me that this month for you Pisces is very important for you to really figure out what it is that is weighing heavy on your heart and on your mind and on your spirit. And once you have a clear idea of what that is, you've really got to do whatever needs to be done to start releasing it, start cleansing the cords, start working through certain things, get rid of certain energies, get rid of certain people if you have to. Not literally, but you know, you can cut certain people out of your lives. I've been watching a lot of like murder shows and crime documentaries, and I've started watching the 100, so my mind is in a space of everybody's killing everything. So don't really get rid of people, but you know, if you need to distance yourself from certain people, or if you need to distance yourself from certain situations, you can do that right now, because what's important for you is your Zen. You need to find your Zen this month, Pisces, and finding your Zen will put you into the spaces and places that you need to be in to come into these chapters that you want to see unfold for yourself. Okay. All right, y'all. That is your reading. I hope it provided y'all with some insight. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them down below. If you would like your own personal reading, feel free to book one with me through my Etsy shop. And check out the Leo lunar cycle video. That's got some important information about the energies that we're dealing with as a collective during this next month. And thank you guys for watching. I will see y'all next time. Peace.